I've had a request to go through this ancient inscription, which is over 4,000 years old. It's a Sumerian inscription, and Celeste has asked me to go through it in a little bit of detail. So that's what I'm going to do. It might be a bit boring for a lot of you. But if you're interested at all in how humanity's first attested writing system and language functioned, stick around, you will learn something. And I'm going to go through it like this. I'm going to use myself as a cursor here, and I'm going to put the top line, whatever line I'm going through, I'm going to put up here in a digital font plus the transliteration. So this is obviously the top line, right? And this is a foundation tablet, and foundation tablets were always dedicated to a deity, and the deity was on the top line. But also, this sign here is telling us that what follows is the name of a divine entity. So this is the Dinger sign, but in this context, it's not meant to be pronounced. And then it says Shesh Ki. But when we see these two signs together, we know it's referring to the god of the moon. Shesh means brother, Ki means earth, and it's the brother of earth. That's the personification of the moon, the god of the moon. And the moon can obviously be thought of as the brother of earth, and we know that that is the god Nannar. So the top line is just Nannar. The second line, Karzida. This is all a proper noun as well, but it can break down grammatically. Karzida was an ancient sanctuary which was situated upon a harbour, and Kar here actually means harbour or key. Z in this context means life, but it can also translate to loyal or true. And Da on the end, without going into too much detail, is the nominalizing suffix, turning it into a one whole noun. So it's Karzida, Nannar of Karzida, the first two lines. Next line, Lugal Anir. Lugal means king. Ani here, this is the third person possessive. Depending on context, you would translate this as his or her, but considering this is referring to a male deity, we translate it as his. And ear on the end here, that's the dative case marker. We're just looking at the R though, that's the grammatical function. The I of this ear is the phonetical overhang from this I. That's just a nuance of a syllabic system like this. So it was kind of unavoidable. But Lugal Anir means for his king, but really it's saying for Nannar of Karzida, his king, right? So next line. The next line is the name of the king. Ammar Suen. This is it's like a double-barreled name. Suen here, this is obviously a silent determinative again, telling us that what followed is the name of a divine entity. And this Suen is the same deity as Nannar as the top line. It's just the Akkadian word for the same deity, because this is just after, when this was written, this is just after the fall of the Akkadian Empire, and the kings still paid homage to the Akkadian Empire. Their cultures fused quite a bit, and many gods were named Suen with this double barrel name. So we have Ammar here. This is identifying which king it is. He's also considering himself divine with this silent determinative. Ammar Suen, the calf of Suen, and he is the king, the son of Sholgi. Next line, line 5. This is another Diri compound, and we see here N Leo A, but there's no silent determinative here saying that what follows is the name of a divine entity, so we know that this is not a god. This is referring to the city of Enlil. It literally translates to Enlil city, and this is the determinative in this context. It's a suffix determinative telling us that what preceded it is the name of a place, a city, or a town. So we know that this is not the god Enlil, but his city, Enlil city, which is also called Nibru, or also in Akkadian is Nippur. And the A on the end here, which is this sign, that is the locative case marker. So it's saying in the city of Nippur, in the city of Nibru, or in Enlil's city. Next line, Enlil-le. So this is referring to the god Enlil, because now we have the determinative that's back. So Enlil-le. Enlil with the determinative, that's the deity. Le on the end, it's just this little sound here, the eh. That is the ergative case marker. The L again here, that's just a phonetical overhang. We're not paying any attention to that. Enlil-le, but the A part on the end is telling us that Enlil is the subject of a transitive verb that's about to come. He's the subject of the following information. So, moving on. Mupada. We're on this line here. Mupada. Mu means name. pa 3 or pad means to find or to choose or to pick, and da on the end is the nominalizing suffix again. So directly you translate this chosen by name, but in a more for better grammatical English, I like to translate this as chose the one. So Enlil is the subject. So Enlil chose the one. Enlil chose by name. Enlil chose the one. Enlil chose by name. Is how we would translate the last two lines. So it's Enlil chose by name, or Enlil chose the one, or the one who. Next line, Sank Ush. This is a saying in Sumerian, and it directly translates as raised the head. So Enlil chose the one who raised the head. And what that means is somebody who pays a lot of respect to or constantly supports, is how the CDLI translates it. But I like to just give it a direct translation. So Enlil chose the one who raised the head is those three lines. So Enlil chose the one who raised the head. And then the next line down, it's going to finish this little part off, and it's E Enluka. So temple, E, 2 means temple. Silent determinative for divine, telling us this is Enlil again, not the city of Enlil, but Enlil, the deity. And then on the end, we have the locative and the genitive case marker squished together into this sign. So it's in the temple of Enlil. So those previous lines read, Enlil chose the one who raises the head in the temple or at the temple of Enlil. So, Dingir zi Kalamana. So what this is, Dingir here, in this context, it's meant to be pronounced because there is no deity here. This is all a different type of grammar, so we know there's no God here. But we know this is meant to be read as God, and it's not referring to a specific name of a god. And Z means true or loyal. Kalam means land, and Ana on the end is the third person possessive combined with the genitive. So it's not Ani, which would be the third person possessive by itself. It's Ana, which is combined with the genitive. So it's the true God of the land.